So I have not played any of the fall games ever, but now I do want to check out at least one of the games, maybe the last one, because the show is that great. I love the show. I think the show is great, and it's crazy. The show is crazy and wild, and yeah, I just really liked it. I was kind of looking forward to it because it looked interesting, but yeah, after watching it, I was hooked, and they put out all the episodes. Like Amazon put out all the episodes for like doing a binge watch, and I binge watched most of the episodes. I guess I didn't watch them all. Like I didn't watch them all in one day, and I'm kind of surprised that Amazon did that because this show I think is really great, and they've done shows like The Boys, which is great also, and Invincible, and well, like whatever else they have on there, and they've done them week by week. So I was kind of wondering why they put the Fallout episodes out all at once, because they're all pretty much hour long, and they all give you a lot. The episodes give you a lot. So I don't know, but I'm not really complaining that much. I just thought it was maybe like a bad business decision because you could have kept the talk of the show going for weeks on weeks by, but I don't know. Like it could be like Stranger Things though. It could be like Stranger Things where people talk about a lot and the episodes or most of the episodes all come out at once. So yeah, but yeah, this show is great. And of course it takes place in just a crazy world where it's a post nuke world where in the 60s in this world, which is quite different from I guess what the 60s were in our regular world, because there's some different stuff. There's some like TVs that look very much different than TVs that were around in the real 60s. But yeah, then the nukes came down and everything just got obliterated. And the show takes place, I think it was like 200 something years after the nukes came down. And we go, like most of the show takes place there. We do see flashbacks in the show. But yeah, this world is crazy, as I said. There's some gruesome violence. And the violence is pretty. Like, they show you kind of close up with these violent shots. And you feel like nobody's safe because these characters take brutal hits. Like, there's a character that you get to know, and I think in the second episode, that he takes a shot to his leg, which is pretty gruesome. So yeah, the violence is gruesome. And I think the story is pretty strong. I really like the story where we see some flashbacks back in like their 60s or their 1960s, and then we go into like the present time where it takes place in like 21 something or something like that. But yeah, I thought the story is pretty strong with where like the characters come from, because the characters they come from different backgrounds, and they're vastly different backgrounds, which I thought was really cool. Like the main character, her name is Lucy, played by Ella Purnell. She comes from the vaults, or she's one of those one of these characters that they call vault dwellers, that they live underground in these vaults, or I don't know if it's really underground, but they live in these vaults where it keeps them away from the surface. And yeah, everyone's kind of like down there not really knowing what's going on and just thinking that it's pretty crazy up in the surface. But yeah, I like this character Lucy because it shows that she is naive at first, but she also is competent. Like she's not too naive where she doesn't know how to defend herself, because she does, but she's naive to maybe what's going on the surface. But yeah, she knows how to defend herself, because there's something early on that happens where, yeah, when it goes down, she's ready to fight. And I thought that was a really good scene in episode 1 where we saw that. So yeah, I thought Lucy's a really great character, and yeah, her and those big eyes, her and those big eyes are really like standing out right there. But yeah, she's gorgeous though. I'm not making fun of her eyes. She's actually one of my like celebrity crushes right now. Her and Anna Sawai from Shogun and Monarch. So yeah, she's really good in it. Ella Purnell playing Lucy. Her character has a pretty good arc in the show, which I thought was good. She's different from when she starts out. So yeah, I really like that. And just see the vault in this show, where I like the feeling of it. Like, it felt a bit like the work environment in Severance, because there's somewhat of like a jovial attitude to it, but there's also a sense that there's something off. There's something that's shady about it. And the funny thing is, there's one of the actors from Severance is also in as one of the vault dwellers. So yeah, I really like that. And also Aaron Moten, who plays Maximus in this show, who's part of this like group called the Brotherhood of Steel, which is I guess kind of like a religious militant group that's like does stuff on the surface or like patrols the surface or whatever. And these soldiers pretty much treat these like guys in these suits, I guess these other soldiers that are in these mechanical suits, like gods. So I thought that was fascinating. The character of Maximus becomes a squire to one of these titans. It's pretty cultish how the Brotherhood of Steel are. So yeah, I thought it was fascinating, and yeah, it was something that definitely would exist in this world. But yeah, Aaron Moten as Maximus in the show, he's good. I don't know if I forgot to mention that, but he is good. And then we go to Walton Goggins, who plays the Ghoul, or his name is I guess his real name is Cooper Howard. So this is where the flashbacks come in with his character, because his character exists in the past as he was an actor at first. Or he was an actor, but he was also a cowboy before that. Yeah, but then in like the future, I don't want to get too much into it because it's kind of like spoilery, but yeah, in the future, in this like the present time, he's this character that's a ghoul that pretty much, I don't know, I guess he would be like a walking corpse or whatever. He's still living, but like he's almost like a zombie corpse that's like, I don't know, going around hunting people. I guess like he has like no nose, so yeah, I don't know, but yeah, Walton Goggins, like, he's been such a great actor for some time. Like we know from Django Unchained or like the Hateful Eight, both Tarantino movies, or I think he's been in Justified and other shows. But yeah, he's been a great actor for some time, and it's cool to see him shine here. Like he's shining at other places, but I feel like with this show, I guess more people are gonna know his name. Like I knew his name before, but yeah, I think more people are going to know his name because, yeah, he is great in this, and he's playing another cowboy character. He's played a lot of cowboy characters in movies and TV shows, and yeah, this is definitely another cowboy character. But yeah, he is good. He works his magic as a cowboy character, and he is good in the show. And his character in the past is vastly different from his character that we see as the Ghoul in present time. I thought it really worked well. I liked his character as a Ghoul because he has a very carefree attitude, and he doesn't care who he hurts. Like, he will hurt a dog. I'm not saying that that's funny or whatever, but yeah, there's a moment where he does hurt a dog in this show, which, yeah, he doesn't care. He will hurt anybody or anything. Like, that's what made the character interesting to watch. So yeah, I think Walton Goggins really killed it in this show. And yeah, the flashbacks with this character are very, very strong, where they show he does have like a family in those, and they show what happens with his wife and all that. So yeah, that's without going into spoilers. I don't want to get too much into it. And there's other actors in here too, like Kyle MacLachlan, who plays Lucy's father, Hank, in the show. Like, he's a very important character in this show too. Like, you don't see too much of him, but he comes in certain points, and yeah, he's important. He's an important character. And also Lucy's brother in the show, played by Moises Arias. I think his name is Norm. But yeah, he also has something to do in the show also. So yeah, I thought they were good. And also Michael Emerson, who I almost forgot to mention. He's also in the show in, I think, the first two or three episodes. And he's pretty good. Like, you may know him from Lost and maybe some other shows, but yeah, he's in here. I thought he was pretty good. So yeah, overall, I just thought Fallout was great. I really enjoyed the show. And yes, I'm thinking about playing one of the games. Like, I don't know. I think I heard the games really, like, they don't have these characters. The characters in the show are not from the games, at least from what I've heard. But their characters are similar. But yeah, I think the show is really great. And if you've not seen the show, whether you've played the games or not, I think this is a fun watch. And I've heard from people who've played the games that this is a pretty good adaptation. So yeah, take that also. But yeah, I think the show is really fun and really great, and I really enjoyed it. So yeah, give me your thoughts if you've seen the show, and if you've played the games, tell me how good of an adaptation it is. So yeah, but yeah, I really enjoyed it. And now let's talk about a couple of trailers that I've already watched, but I'm going to watch them again right here and do commentary over them. So yeah, for me, I don't know why I keep forgetting to do reactions, but yeah, let's talk about this trailer for Trap, directed by M. Night Shyamalan. So yeah, this one's interesting. I mean, they're all interesting when we see the trailers of these movies. But for M. Night, it's kind of hit and miss with them. Probably for right now. But yeah, it's cool to see Josh Hartnett. Yo, coming back from like not doing much, I guess. And now like, he was in Oppenheimer, and he was probably something before that recently. But yeah, I think Oppenheimer kind of brought him back. But yeah, this is interesting. Like where it takes place at a concert, and we have some like I don't know if it's I don't know if it's like based off like. It seems like she's kind of based off like Taylor Swift or Lady Gaga. I don't know. No, it's not really important. It's kind of a crazy like story idea.
The feds or whatever heard that he's gonna be here today, so they set up a trap for him.
Isn't it kind of dangerous though if it's like you have a killer that's on the loose, you're gonna try to trap him at a concert where there's a bunch of like little kids, probably little girls there, and their parents. But you don't know what's gonna happen. But the fact that Josh Harden right here is the serial killer that they're trying to trap. That's kind of interesting. Because like, are we gonna be rooting for him, or is he the actual serial killer or whatever? I don't even know.
I'm sorry, Riley. What was that?
But yeah, it's interesting. Like, are we gonna be rooting for them in this, or is there gonna be someone else or something like that? Or is this like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it goes in a different direction. But yeah, it looks good though. It looks good. Yeah, so M. Night Shyamalan is putting the twists in the trailer. Like he's putting the twists in the trailers now. So yeah, it does look good. Like I gotta admit, it does look interesting. I'm definitely gonna see this. I haven't seen the last one, so I still need to watch Knock at the Cabin because I have not watched that at all. But yeah, I said before he's hit and miss with movies. Like I think the one before that was Old, which I didn't really care for. I know he did like Split. Split was kind of his comeback, or no, The Visit was his comeback, which was pretty good. And then Split was pretty good, and then they did Glass, which was the sequels to, or it was like the sequel crossover to Split and Unbreakable, which I didn't really care for that one either. Like I wanted to like it. He had like a really great three great characters in it, but yeah, I don't know. It just didn't go well with that movie. So yeah, but I'm interested. I think with anything M. Night makes, it's like something you gotta watch and you gotta check out, and you don't know whether it's gonna be good or not, but there's always a chance it's gonna be really good. So yeah, so with this one looks interesting, and I hope it works out. I hope it works out to be a good movie. And now to this trailer for Transformers 1, and I was not crazy about this trailer. Like I'm not I feel like I don't know much about Transformers. Like I don't know everything. Like I've seen the movies, but I don't know. For this, seeing Optimus Prime and Megatron being buddies in like the past, I guess, in their younger years, it doesn't seem right. I don't know. Yeah, I think people said that. I guess they were close with one another. I guess I don't know. But this looks. I feel like this looks something out of Disney. It looks very Pixar-ish before he was Megatron. And also, I don't know if I really like Brian Tyree Henry as Megatron. I don't know. Like, what did he sound like that in the original animated stuff? Because I only know from the movies. I don't know. I don't know if Brian Tyree Henry fits. And even Chris Hemsworth. Like Chris Hemsworth is probably like something like a voice I could maybe get used to, but we're all used to Peter Cullen. That's his name, right? As Optimus.
We are more than meets the eye.
More than meets the eye. Is that a line that's always in Transformers? Because like Shia LaBeouf says in the first movie. Yeah, I don't know about. Oh, yeah, that's Keegan-Michael Key as Bumblebee, right? I think the thing I like about it, though, is that we're not going to see humans in this. It's just going to be Transformers, which I think is cool. I mean, I don't know. We might see they might take it down to Earth. I don't know. I just hope they keep it on their planet. I forget what their planet was called.
I got a battle mask. It appeared with this guy. Knife hands? I have knife hands.
Yeah, with Keegan Michael Key, I don't like. I don't know.
B, these are not the bad guys.
Why did you cut the door?
What? No, it was already.
Oh yeah, I know it's right away. That was ScarJo also.
Right. It was already like, yeah, that's right.
All right. Yeah, Hemsworth. Yeah, ScarJo. Steve Buscemi, Lawrence Fishburne. Who else was that?
Yeah, it was already like, yeah.
Who else was it? What was that last name? Oh yeah, John Hamm. Okay. Okay, whatever. It doesn't look, for me, it just doesn't look that good. But I think they're trying to appeal to kids because Transformers is one of those old properties that probably hasn't been appealing to kids that much nowadays. And I think with this one, they probably want to appeal to kids more because, yeah, they probably got it. They probably got it because everyone watching in the past probably is getting tuned out of Transformers. So yeah, I don't know, but yeah, they gotta appeal to kids, and that's what they probably had that's their idea what they had with this movie, and I gotta think, yeah, that was probably it. So yeah, but yeah, it doesn't look that good. I don't know. It could surprise us though and be good. We'll see. I don't know. But yeah, it's like this and then the G.I. Joe Transformers movie that's gonna come out like whenever. Sometime in the future. So yeah, but yeah, that's just my thoughts of it. Give me your thoughts on this Transformers 1 trailer. And lastly, we got the news this week that Quentin Tarantino is no longer working on the Movie Critic, that he's going to transition to something else for what he wants to be his 10th and final film, which I think is so weird that he's set himself to just 10 films and he wants his 10th film to be his last, and then he's going to go into retirement, which I don't know. I feel like that's kind of limiting himself. Because if he has a couple more ideas for movies, why not just make maybe a couple of them? I don't know, just go to 11 or 12 or whatever. It doesn't need to be like a prestigious number or whatever you want to call 10. I guess he wants his movies to be known as the 10 Quentin Tarantino films, which I don't know. You could go to 11, you could go to 12. But yeah, but with his news of the Movie Critic, I don't know how to feel about it, really. It definitely would have been interesting to see him do a movie about people who were going to watch his movie, like movie critics. What was going to, do with his, movie critic character in this movie. So, yeah, I kind of was interested in it, and there's rumors that, that Brad Pitt was possibly going to be back in it, playing his role from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. So, yeah, that would have been interesting also. And I think it was Paul Walter Hauser was rumored to be playing the Movie Critic or whatever. But I guess we're not going to see it at all. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's ever going to happen. I feel like once Quentin Tarantino is done with whatever this 10th movie is going to be, I feel like he's probably going to stay around and do an 11th or maybe even a 12th movie or whatever. He's not going to run out of ideas, and even when he's in retirement, he's probably going to be yeah, there's nothing really to do for me except walk around the house that one meme of him. So yeah, he's probably going to come back and all that. So yeah, but I'm interested to see what this 10th film is going to be. It's a movie that he probably wants it to be really great if it's the movie he wants to go out on. So yeah, I'm interested to see what this is gonna be. Is it gonna be something that's more action oriented? Give me something that has an adventure feel, like a Django Unchained or even Inglourious Basterds or whatever. So yeah, that'd be nice to see. Or you can even go small, something like a Pulp Fiction type of movie. But we'll see. But because yeah, Quentin Tarantino, I think is a legendary director. I feel like he doesn't always hit with me because I feel like with movies like Inglourious Basterds where I kind of like the movie, but it's not perfect for me. But I do enjoy movies like Django Unchained, which is actually my favorite Quentin movie, and then Pulp Fiction, and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Jackie Brown. So yeah, he's done a lot of great work, and I'm just interested to see where this 10th film is going to be, and I hope he doesn't retire. I just hope he keeps on going on. But we'll see. So yeah, give me your thoughts on Quentin Tarantino canceling the Movie Critic for his 10th and what he wants to be his final film. And then the trailers for Transformers 1 and Trap. What do you think about those? And also, what do you think about the season for Fallout, for like Fallout Season 1? So yeah, give me your thoughts below. And until next time, I'll see y'all later. Rebel out.